interesting idea was floated around in the comment sections yesterday for hitting 30k subs. How would y'all feel about a live stream on maybe Sunday, I think? I don't know. I'd imagine there'd be just a few of us there. We could sit there and, you know, do a seance. Yeah, I think it could be nice, you know, having a live discussion about Genshin lore, but how y'all feel about that? Anyway, y'all ever been in a bad neighborhood? I'm talking like real bad. You know, the kind of neighborhood where you're just walking through it, you got your earbuds in, listening to music, you know, playlist is on shuffle, a trash song comes on, and you just want to switch it, but you look around and just, ugh, you know. You can hear a pit bull, you just can't pinpoint its location. So finally you reason, well, you know, this phone has electricity in it, best not to just take it out in public here. You gotta brave the horrors that are occurring in the air canal for now. You know, I've got a pretty good sense of bad neighborhoods. I've had my own run-ins with delinquents and nefarious individuals. I remember one time we were running threes on an outdoor court, right? So any and everyone can show up. I ain't know the people we was playing with. That's literally how we did it back then. It didn't matter who the fuck you were, where the fuck you came from. Nigga, you got arms, you got legs, time to play. And we lost, me and the dudes I was playing with. I think we were like 15 at the time. I don't know how old the other dudes were. They were a bit older than me, though. I got mad, because, you know, I don't like losing. I started talking trash, and one of the dudes, I had never seen him before. He said, let's play one-on-one. I said, and I beat this nigga, bro. Bro, y'all think I'm for the fuck cap for the video, bro. Nah, nigga, I beat this, bro. Oh, God, I beat this nigga, man. And then I made the fateful mistake. I called him a bum. Yeah, he ain't like that shit. Oh, no, nigga was pissed, bro. Yeah, he wanted to square up right then and there, bro. But as he's leaving the courts in the fit of rage, this nigga turns to me and he says, yo, I'm getting my shoes. Stay right here. And he runs off the court. And in this moment, you know, my nigga senses started tingling, bro. Some of y'all might think he getting basketball shoes. Nah, that ain't basketball shoes this nigga getting, bro. So I did, bro. I fucking ran. And I was right, bro, because my brother came back home later. He told me, he was like, bro, that dude came back with like 16 other niggas, bro. Some of y'all might be sitting here going, you guys were going to play a friendly game of 10-on-10 basketball on half a court, no less, bro. Like, man, niggas is crazy, bro. You know what's crazy? It's not even top 5 craziest things that have happened on that court. But no, I'm not saying I live in Old Block or nothing like that, but I guess what I'm trying to say is I've got a keen eye for this sort of thing, you know. And right now, the power of niggaology is telling me Nod-Krai is fucking ghetto. Brother Liben entered Nod-Krai and got robbed for everything he's worth, reported it to the authorities, got his stuff back, and then just said, alright, I've had enough, I'm leaving the city. And as he left the city, he got robbed for all his shit again. This ain't it, dog. No, you can't have shit in Nod-Krai, bro. Nod-Krai, the last item on my to-do list for Genshin Impact, is an autonomous region south of Snezhnaya that's said to have been around for a long time. The place is described by Liben to be the Wild West. You know, no real governing body, no law enforcement, nor courts. It's just whatever happens, happens. Hence why it was so easy for him to get robbed a bunch. But there is one force within the corrupt region, and it's the Voynich Guild. All we know about the Voynich Guild is they are the Voynich Guilds. That's literally it. They helped Liben get his stuff back, so, you know, they seem competent, at least, but that's all we know about them for now. Perhaps it's due to lack of any rules and regulations in Nod-Krai that a Fatui stronghold, led by the second most evil person in all of Teyvat, the Doctor, is present within the area. And now, the most interesting piece of trivia about Nod-Krai is the fact that they have alleged to have a mysterious power older than the 7 elements.
Our investigation revealed them to be the subordinates of the Doctor. Their stronghold is in Nod-Krai, a land with a long history not far from Snezhnaya. The people there can use a very special power. It's said that this mysterious power predates even the 7 elements of Teyvat. Ancient moon's remnants, the Doctor, a mysterious power.
This one line is definitely, you know, stirring things up within the people that hear it. I feel like people are in one of 2 camps upon hearing the line. Either you think a new element is coming, or you think it's some niche region mechanic like Pneumosia in Fontaine. In truth, I don't know which path they're going to go down. I see both perspectives, but I mean, not for nothing. Skirk is coming out in 5.0, probably towards the later patches, and I mean, if there was ever a character to introduce a new element on, that's all I'm saying. Regardless, I'm only going to speak on new elemental possibilities, because it's just way more fun than, yeah, I wonder what new region mechanic they're going to come up with to entice us to pull for future characters. As it stands right now, there are three, we'll call them elements, we've seen in-game that are not yet playable. They are the abyssal power, a power from beyond, and the light elements the siblings wielded at the start of the game. Now, in all likelihood, there could be one more element that belongs only to the sovereign of sovereigns. The elements of creation, the imaginary elements. This gives us 4 elements that exist in the world of Teyvat beyond the 7 standard elements, and if we're being completely honest, alright, let me cut the bullshit. It's probably not going to be possible any of these elements are playable in Nod-Krai. Let me tell you one by one. It's quite literally not possible for it to be the light element that the travelers can use due to timing. Ain't no way in hell it's the imaginary elements that may belong to the heavenly principles. And if this power these guys in Nod-Krai used were either abyssal in nature or a power from beyond, I'm fairly positive Mawika, someone who fought in Conria and probably saw both, would have known this. Instead, she simply calls this power a mysterious power older than the 7 elements. Now, the timing about the age of this power is interesting given we just found out the 7 elements were created by the heavenly principles.
Phlogiston is Teyvat's primordial form of energy. The heavenly principles used phlogiston as a basis for the creation of elemental energy, to develop a power to better counter the abyss.
And I wager this was created in the aftermath of the second who came who attacked Teyvat and allowed the abyss to invade the world. Given prior to this war, all that existed was the unified civilization, this leaves us nowhere with regards to what this strange power is, because the unified civilization was a time before the gods walked the earth, but more importantly, was also a time in which the heavenly principles were active and caring for humanity. Quote, "If there was hunger, the heavens would bring down food and rain. If there was poverty, the earth would bring forth its riches. If melancholy were to spread, the heavens would reply with their voices. The one taboo was to succumb to temptation, but the path to temptation had already been sealed." So unless whatever this temptation was that humanity fell victim to is the power that's being referenced for Nod-Krai, then I don't know what it could be, genuinely. Furthermore, this was also a time before the heavenly principles had to spread out its authority, allowing for things like gods and archons to arise. And this was also when the Sealies walked the earth with humans. What I'm trying to get at is, this is a time in which humanity didn't need a power because all their needs were being taken care of. So what I'm trying to say is, lore-wise, we might be getting rug pulled to keep future characters relevant. If you are, however, more interested in this temptation the old humans were after, and if this could be their power, the only other relevance line I could find is this, quote, "This heaven-blessed reign lasted countless generations until people grew tired of their inscrutable eternity. Their offspring ceased to listen to the oracles. Instead, they desired things never promised to them by the divine, trying to break free from their fate. Enraged by this behavior, heaven sent gigantic waves to smash the settlers' cities. 100 days of rain came afterward, and the roaring tide drowned all sin and arrogation, and thus were the early peoples brought to an end." These are the only references to potential power I could find that's older than the 7 elements, keyword potential power, but these powers also were in the hands of humanity. Humans were proud, too proud, and they looked past the heavens and wanted things they never should have gotten, hence the word arrogation. So maybe, just maybe, they did grab a power from beyond, and its remnants are in Nod-Krai. I guess we'll have to wait and see.